Hi, I'm Bobby Cox, Commissioner of the Indiana High School Athletic Association, and I want to welcome you to the 51st Annual IHSA Baseball State Finals. We're so fortunate here at the IHSA to partner with wonderful folks such as the Indianapolis Indians, the Indiana Pacers, Indiana Fever, the Indianapolis Colts, and a variety of other concerns to stage our state championship events. We're very fortunate that our young people in Indiana have the opportunity to participate in some of the greatest venues in the United States, and for that we are very thankful to our partners and appreciate their support.
Hi, I'm John Cervisi with Tupelo Raycom, the IHSAA's broadcast partner for today's IHSAA Baseball Championships. One game last night, got 3 today. 7 cameras covering the action inside Victory Field, and 12 folks out here in the truck making up the crew that will deliver it all to you on Fox Sports Indiana. A little bigger show than what you might be accustomed to from some of the IHSAA productions. Whenever you get outside and get into a big field like baseball where a lot of things can happen, you got to throw a little bit more firepower at it. So we're running about 16 mic channels, including the announcers in the booth. A lot of effects mics around the field. Those are things that pick up the crack of the bat or the ball hitting the glove at first base or the catcher's mitt. Sounds of crowd cheering on their favorite team. So a lot of effort goes into this. This was a full set day on Friday, so we spent about 10 hours getting everything laid into place and tested. Then produced a game last night. We'll spend about 16 hours on site today from the time we got in and installed the first camera this morning to the time we finally pack up and get out of here tonight. So a lot of effort, a lot of great work by a lot of really talented people, and we hope you enjoy seeing a little bit behind the scenes here.
All right, so we're about 50 or so minutes away from the start of the broadcast, first of the triple header on the IHSA Champions Network. It's the 1A game, Lanesville and Rossville, and so it's a kind of a chance to show you kind of behind the scenes as to what we do. So I was so lucky that my mom taught me how to score a baseball game when I was about 6 or 7 years of age. So there are other like individual stat sheets you can have or computer programs from a printout standpoint, but so in my mind, it kind of gets embedded as to what's happened during the game. Literally, I do these from a handwriting standpoint. So you see the lineups for both teams, and I know you can't read my handwriting. I can, so that's good enough. I will put kind of batting averages and key stats for all these guys before the game. The opposing defense is on here, so I can immediately look on this score page, and when the ball is hit to a certain spot, I can look down and know exactly who caught that ball. The opposing pitcher down here as well. So this is kind of what I'm using during the course of the game. We get the official lineups to us about 45 minutes out to make sure it confirms what we've got in the notes. We've got Jason Willey that does a tremendous job putting together pregame notes from the IHSAA, and then I have got notes on each and every team. So for example, here's the biographical information for Rossville's coach. Here is their entire schedule and season to a point, and here are the key numbers, and you'll see me kind of circle all of the leaders. So look for Matt Homko to have a big day for Rossville. So there is just a little bit of the prep that kind of goes into a baseball game or any broadcast on the Champions Network, and this game is unique for me because my hometown is one of the teams that is in this game. So if the behind-the-scenes camera goes into the broadcast booth, because I've got to be fair and I've got to be impartial today, a lot of silent fist pumps. That's the key for me on the broadcast today.
I'm Jeremiah Johnson, getting set for the 1A Baseball State Championship, one of the great days and great venues at Victory Field. And my role as the dugout reporter is just to compliment guys like Mark Janes and Greg Rakestraw and just add a little bit of additional storytelling throughout the course of the game. And I'm also in the dugout, so I'll be stationed inside the Rossville dugout down the third base line today. I'll also move around a little bit. Maybe I'll spend an inning or two in the Lanesville dugout for this 1A game. But I'll be watching the conversations between the coaches and players. Perhaps if there is a discussion about a pitching change, I'll listen to that and I'll report back during the broadcast. Other than that, it's just to tell a few stories during the game, maybe not the inside baseball stuff, but maybe the family stuff. So I've got some notes that I've worked on for this game over the course of the week, where with each team, there numerous stories you can tell, but I'll pick 2 or 3 to just be ready to tell and to share with the producer during the course of the game. I'll say, in the second inning, maybe I could tell this story about this tweet that the Lanesville baseball account sent out in February, how their goal was to get to the state finals. Rossville has so many unique stories as well. Every team that makes the state finals, there are numerous stories, and also the great work from the local media that cover those teams can help out and give you some background information. After the game is over, I'll be on the field to interview the winning coach not too long after that final out is recorded, and then we will do the mental attitude as well for each of the games. I'm looking forward to this one, and also looking forward to helping share a little more behind the scenes of the IHSAA Champions Network.
Anyone entering the field below will be subject to ejection and prosecution. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hi, Mark James. Happy to be handling the play-by-play duties for the 1A game today here at Victory Field, and this beats working for a living, for sure. We've spent probably a week or so since the semi-state wrapped up working with Jason Willey and the great staff of the IHSAA and gleaning statistics and information on both of these ball clubs. We spent some time talking to the coaches. Want to thank both of them because it's a busy week for them with practice and everything and all the distractions that go along with playing for a state championship. But what we hope to be able to do is, you know, we do have the benefit of pictures, but we still, between my analyst Greg Rakestraw and Jeremiah Johnson down on the field, that from wherever you're watching us from and however you're watching us, we want to make you feel like that you're here today. It's a fabulous venue, as we said, Victory Field. It's an honor and a privilege to be here, and we hope each and every one of you enjoy what we're about to do for you today. It's a privilege to do so.
Back in the play and play wide. Okay, so the top of the leg block. Can I just put it in a clear
Hi, I'm Heath Shanahan, Director of Broadcast Operations for the IHSAA. We're taking a look today at what we do behind the scenes of a Champions Network broadcast today for baseball. So along with our Fox Sports Indiana statewide broadcast on television and our radio network broadcast, we also are doing simultaneously a geo-blocked web stream of the game that you're watching right now. So we're going worldwide with our web stream if you're outside of the Fox Sports Indiana viewing network. To go along again with our 43 plus radio network affiliates and with our statewide coverage on Fox Sports Indiana, this is just another opportunity for our fans of IHSAA sports to watch the broadcast that we present of all of our state championships.
I'm Scott Templin with the Indianapolis Indians. You're currently in the press box area. This is kind of the master control room for the entire stadium itself. This is where you will see all the different graphics come through, as well as the different video feeds and things like that. We're here for all of the Indians games. We produce all of the games, all from right up here. Everything takes place from this room that you'll see from an audio and video perspective. We have, as you can see, a full control room. This includes full-size switcher and graphics, as well as replay capabilities. And then our entire video board is controlled from up here with a Daktronic system that allows us to get all of the up-to-date stats and everything. It was recently renovated this past year. A very big project that allowed us to finally go into HD and see the big, beautiful board that you see up there these days. All of our sound is done up here as well. We get our public address announcer, as well as all of our music played out of the system up here. So basically, on a game-by-game basis, we'll be here for the entire day just prepping for the game. This includes the outside events such as the IHSAA, and we really have a good time. Really enjoy putting on a good show for the fans, so hope you guys enjoy.
Perfect. I like that. Cool. That's actually, yeah, and then the other one, you could probably use the same template, just...
What was the other one?
No text. It was like I said it just after that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like kids, Rossville, when they were playing as 10-year-olds, they've been playing ever since.
Okay.
They're wearing like red jerseys, I think.
Oh, got it. Yep.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Who are you guys pulling for?
Anyone to win? Rossville.
Rossville. All right.
You're not
Trevor Wagner, of course, I've always been a firm believer, Greg. You know, you throw strikes and let your defense do the work behind you, and I think that's a little bit of the mindset that Rossville wants to employ here today. And you've got a guy that's very, very stingy with the walks, and you know, he gives the defense plenty of chances, and so far they've rarely, if ever, let him down.
It's amazing how, I wouldn't say easy, but how much more successful you can be as a baseball team if you're not giving up free bases, whether that be with the bases on balls, whether that's, you know, being with errors. And we've seen Lanesville hit a couple of balls hard, one of them.
Dome with the state tent from Indiana, ever-evolving downtown skyline. Hey, don't just hope you're covered in the event of an accident. Call Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Find agents in every Indiana county. INFarmBureau.com. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on the door.
I love your point, Mark, about the ever-evolving skylines. I was talking to some of the Lanesville kids before the game, and talking about, hey, I was on the field, I'm sure that I was a player, but I have to be here covering the opening day of Victory Field 21 years ago. And I said, well, that Marriott wasn't there, and the Blue Monster in left field wasn't there, and the RCA Dome used to be what would frame the skyline going down the right field line. This park looks every bit as good as it did 21 years ago, but you're right, Mark, the skyline that you look out and see from left to right, that has changed dramatically over the years.
It sure has. JW Marriott, of course, during the month of May, always with the decal, a massive decal, promoting the Indianapolis 500. It's a great view for those flying into the center from that direction. We'll go to the bottom of the order and go 7, 8, 9. Tinstrom, Fink, and Casabella, and he's back on the hill, Trevor Wagner.
We've got the pitch down the screen, and clearly in terms of both effect. Liner, second baseman, fields it cleanly, fires over to first. The Lanesville Eagles are state champions for the first time.